So we want you to feel amazing, and we want your social media to be a place that you can come to amplify that feeling, to remind you of the things that you're manifesting, to keep you on your track. The more you think about these things, the more you surround yourself with these things, the more you can tap into a highly charged emotional response. And that is actually the magnetic element of manifestation. What you want to be doing is surrounding yourself with all of the things that you want, and you want to be bathing in them in so many different ways that you are constantly bringing yourself into this beautiful high vibrational emotion. And that emotion is what is going to quantum leap you into that reality. Reminder, you did not come here to play someone else's game, to box yourself in, or to let fear guide your choices. You came here to experience joy and abundance and to love the shit out of your life. The Trajectory podcast is here to remind you of a few important truths. 1, you are the creator of your reality. 2, anything that you can dream or imagine, you can create. 3, following passion is the quickest way to align you with your true path. 4, your reality is always a reflection of your current thoughts and beliefs, and those thoughts and beliefs can be changed at any time. You are amazing, and it's time to own who you really are. Tune in weekly to be reminded that you can create the life that you're dreaming of and to learn exactly how to do it. Get inspired by those who have been bold enough to follow their passions and have created their dream life because of it. If you're ready to stop playing small, stop holding yourself back, and start aligning with your trajectory, let's do it. I want to have a little chat today about social media and how we can optimize it to help us manifest the life, the abundance, the relationships, the opportunities, all of the things that we're actually wanting. And it's really important to look here because, let's face facts, we all spend a lot of time on social media these days, whether we want to, whether we don't want to, whether it's for work, whether it's personal. It's a big part of our reality now. So making sure that those, I don't know if you're looking at your screen time hours, but sometimes I've got hours anywhere from 2 to 5 hours a day that I could be on social media, and it blows my mind. So if I'm not optimizing those hours and making sure that those minutes that I'm on social media, engaging with all of this different content that's coming left, right, and center, all colors, all shapes, all sizes, if I'm not making sure that that's really working in my favor, then it can be actively working against me without me even knowing it, without me even being conscious of it. So let's look at 3 ways that we can make sure that your social media is actually optimizing your manifestations. So quickly, just a little recap, and there are plenty of other episodes I've done on the mechanics of manifestation, the law of attraction, how to be in an abundance mindset rather than a scarcity mindset. But let's just really quickly recap. You are energy, you are pure vibration, and the law of attraction is a constant universal law that is always happening in the background. Whether you believe it or not, whether you know about it or not, it's happening. You are attracting the things that you are putting your focus and your attention on. Your thoughts are those focal points that are bringing everything in that is in complete harmony with that thought. So if you're thinking low vibrational thoughts in fear and scarcity and lack, you're going to be attracting more experiences that prove that to be true, that sort of extend those inner thoughts into an outer experience. So whether you know it or not, you're constantly doing this, right? So when you tap into social media, if you're checking in, 10 times a day, and every time you check in, you've got people that you're following that are constantly making you feel less than, that are people that you're jealous of, that you're finding yourself slipping into these states of lack and unworthiness and all of these different things, and you're comparing yourself, and you're basically just becoming in a really dense, low, depressed state. That's the sort of thing that I want to address today, because you're going to be instantly attracting more of that. You're going to be letting into your reality more things that make you feel those low vibrational emotions. So we want you to feel amazing, and we want your social media to be a place that you can come to amplify that feeling, to remind you of the things that you're manifesting, to keep you on your track rather than keep throwing you off and making you feel confused and lost and helpless. So really basic, when you're thinking about the things that you want, when your attention is and your thoughts are focused on the things that you want to call into your reality, those are the things that you are calling into your reality. You've just got to understand, as we all already know, that there is a time lag. If everything instantly manifested when we thought of it, that would be quite boring. We wouldn't get the experience, the adventure, the journey. And that's the thing. It's so cliche. We've heard it all before, but that actually is what you've come here for. You've come to experience big lessons. You've come to learn things about yourself, to explore different parts of who you are, and to come back in touch with your true, authentic nature, which is your soul. The part of you before you had a name, the part of you before you put all of these layers on of different identities, different masks that you felt like you had to act out and play out. The true core essence of you. So when your thoughts are on the things you want, you're attracting those things. And the more you think about these things, the more you surround yourself with these things, the more you can tap into a highly charged emotional response. And that is actually the magnetic element of manifestation. So what you want to be doing is surrounding yourself with all of the things that you want to be calling into your reality, that you want to experience in this lifetime. And you want to be bathing in them in so many different ways that you are constantly bringing yourself into this beautiful, high vibrational emotion. And that emotion is what is going to quantum leap you into that reality. But if you're constantly looking at your social medias and you're going into a low vibrational emotion, then you're going to be attracting negative scenarios and things that you don't want. More of the things that are making you feel bad. It's just magnetics. Literally, the law of attraction is just, it states that like attracts like. It's really that simple. So let's look at 3 very, very basic ways that you can make sure that your social media is working with you and helping you manifest what you want, not working against you. So first of all, I've said this before, I'll say it again, I'll say it many more times because repetition is key to remembering and creating new beliefs and patterns. Turn off your notifications. That's not something that you have to have on all the time. How annoying is it when you're at work or when you're focused on one thing or you're trying to have a conversation with someone in person and ding, 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 and all these different notifications are going off? Turn them all off. You can then choose when you want to look at them. You don't need to feel like you're at everyone else's beck and call. That's a really quick way to make yourself feel less than. Putting yourself back into an empowered position is to turn these notifications off and tell yourself what times you want to check in. You could give yourself certain times of the day that you want to check in. But turning those notifications off is a really big piece in getting your power back and using social media as a tool, not something that's constantly dragging on you and pulling for your attention and confusing you and getting you lost in all of the different directions that it can go in, different platforms, different people hitting you up, questions coming at you, things you got to respond to or you feel like you got to respond to right now. And you really don't. Everyone can wait. If something is really urgent, I'm sure you have some sort of system where if something's really, really urgent, people can call you. People who actually know you will have your number and they can actually just call you. But when it comes to social media, a lot of that is for social networking, it's for business, and none of those things need to be happening immediately. Obviously, a lot of us run businesses through our social media now these days as well. It has blended into that world. But again, your clients don't need to have your attention every 5 seconds. That's a quick way to feel like you have no control in a situation. I know a lot of people, I know like business coaches and stuff like that who have offerings where they basically say to people, if you pay this amount, then you have full access to me. But if you're only paying this amount, then I'll get back to you when I can. And I think that's beautiful. Set those boundaries. If you've got clients that are paying a really high rate, then you can have them on a different platform, maybe Voxer or maybe text messages or WhatsApp or something like that, where you can keep those notifications on and you know that when something comes through from that platform, that's business and that's something that you need to get to. But everything else, you can section off into little neat corners and make sure that it's working for you and you're getting to it when you want it. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying this episode so far and getting a lot of value out of it. I'd love to ask you to take just a couple of seconds to rate and subscribe to this channel. Once you do that, take a screenshot, let me see that subscribe button hit and the rating. DM that to me on Instagram at Trujectory, one word, and I have a gift for you. I'm going to send you a link that's going to lead you to some digital artwork. These are pieces that are all original photography. I've gone out in nature and taken some beautiful shots. I've got some quotes over the top. I've got some affirmations. And these are pieces that you can blow up to any size that you wish and hang them around your home or your office. And they're going to keep you in a positive mental headspace at all times. Whenever you look at them, they're really calming, beautiful pieces. So thank you so much in advance for rating and subscribing. I really appreciate your support. It's going to help us get these messages out to a larger audience. And I want this space to be somewhere that you can come every single week to be supported, to be motivated, to be inspired, to be reminded that you can create the life that you choose. And all of the beautiful guests that I have on every week are examples of just that. So thank you in advance. I've got so much love for you. Stay true, and I'll see you soon. Second one is to curate your feed really carefully. Have a look at how you feel when you start scrolling through. Do this for the next week or two. Every time you come across a post that makes you feel less than, makes you feel like you're judging someone, makes you feel jealous, makes you feel like you're comparing yourself, makes you feel like you're not in the place that you want to be in your life, just mute or block or delete or whatever the process is, depending on what platform. Stop following those people for now and start looking for accounts that make you feel amplified, that make you feel fantastic, that remind you that life is actually a gift, that everything here is a choice, that you have free will, that you are choosing to suffer if you're going down that path, and you don't have to. There are so many beautiful channels now that are just literally meant to just make you feel good. They're just sending you love all the time. There's cute little animations, there's funny little videos, there's like cute animal videos if you want to just get into a high vibe. Add so many of them. Have your feed full of cute little loving things that are reminding you of the beauty of this world. Your social media feed is your choice, and the algorithm will continue to give you what it knows that you like. So once you start showing the algorithm that I actually like self-care and self-love, and I like looking at people who are doing really beautiful things in the world and philanthropy and animals and fun play things, then it will start sending you more of those accounts. So you will very quickly filter out the accounts that are actually making you feel low vibrational, low vibe. We don't want that anymore. So first one, turn off your notifications. Second one, curate your feed very carefully. Make sure it is amplifying your mood, your feelings, like literally sit in your emotions when you are scrolling and see the truth of it. See how you're feeling. And I think you'll be really surprised at how you've actually been falling into these states of despair and depression so many times a day without realizing it. And it's all because of social media. I certainly fell into that trap. It took me a long time to realize, oh my gosh, this is what's happening here. And then to curate my feed. And now I go on it when I feel like it, when it's time for me to check in. And it always makes me feel amazing because there's only beautiful people that I have so much love and respect for. There's inspiring stories, there's motivational advice, there's cute little animals, so many cat videos. Oh my gosh, I could watch them for hours. So number one, turn off your notifications. Number two, curate your feed carefully. And number three, we've already tapped onto it a little bit, but choose your times to check in and respond. Don't feel like you have to constantly be available. Okay, so this is you taking your power back. You might have an alarm that goes off on your phone, maybe at 9 a.m., maybe at 2 p.m., maybe at 5 p.m. And it just says, check in. And you can go and look at all of those different social media platforms. Because as you know, it can take quite a while. If you've got like 5 messages on Instagram, 3 on Facebook, a couple on TikTok, a couple on Snapchat, it's like, that could be an hour and a half out of your day that's just gone. And then you look around going, why haven't I got my work done? Or time is going way too fast. I can't keep up. I'm so busy. It's like, well, no, just come back into the control seat a little bit here. Get your power back. Check in when it suits you. And another little bonus tip that I would add that's helped me so much, so much is don't even turn them on. Like I don't even turn my phone on until 3 hours after I wake up. I put it in airplane mode. Obviously, if you've got kids, if you've got some responsibility to someone, then that might not be ideal for you. Don't put it in airplane mode, but you can completely ignore your social media for the first 3 hours of the day and for the last 2 or 3 hours of the day as well. Give yourself those hours back, especially in the morning and at night. If you're on your phone all the way up until you actually fall asleep, then your mind is going in overdrive. You're thinking about all the things you've just seen on social media, all the comparison comes in, all of this, all that. Even if it's just positive things, you've just got so much stimulus that's keeping your brain active, and it's going to be harder to have a beautiful, deep, restful sleep, rather than having a select time, maybe 6 p.m., maybe 7 p.m., where you cut it off, and that's you time. Whatever you choose to do, that's your time. You're not at the beck and call of anyone else. You're not responding anymore. You're putting up boundaries. You're feeling really proud of yourself for doing things for yourself. And it's just a really beautiful way to make sure you have a lovely sleep and you start the next day off on a strong foot, rather than feeling drained and then not sleeping well and then waking up and I'm tired, and then you go straight onto your phone when you wake up, and then someone's triggered you or someone's reminded you of something, or you've been asked 20 questions that you didn't want to deal with right away first thing in the morning. That's your choice to look at them. Okay, so recap. 1, turn off your notifications. 2, curate your feed to make sure that it is optimizing you, amplifying you. It's showing you all of the things that you want in your reality so that it can help you manifest. Use it as the tool that it can be. 3, choose your own times to check in. A few times a day, have an alarm that goes off so you don't even think about it till that alarm goes off. It's not even an option. You don't touch your social medias until that alarm goes off. And bonus tip is to give yourself a couple of hours in the morning and a couple of hours before you go to bed where you don't look at anything at all, where you have you time, family time, chill time, relaxation time, maybe even read a book. Isn't that crazy? I forgot about those things. I've started reading them again recently. They're fantastic. They're actually fantastic. It's like someone has spent so many years of their life researching something or going through an experience or developing an idea, if it's fiction, and they've put it into this beautiful synthesis of words, and just you get to use your imagination again. You get to paint the pictures as you're reading the words. Like, freaking hell, books are awesome. Anyway, hope that helps you. Remember how powerful social media is when it comes to manifesting. Remember, it's all about your vibration and how you feel emotionally. So if it's working with you, fantastic. If it's pulling you down, time to start stepping in and making some of those changes, choices to make changes. Anyway, I love you guys. Stay true. Hit me up anytime on social media. Leave a comment in the YouTube. Leave it in the YouTube. Leave a comment on YouTube. There's too many social platforms, I swear. Like struggling to keep up with myself. But yeah, I love hearing from you guys. Any feedback, any outcomes that you have from implementing some of these ideas, love hearing from you guys. So Instagram is @Trujectory or @Sarah Louise Maxwell, or YouTube. Leave a comment below and I'll talk to you soon. Stay true. Love you. Mwah.